It says in verse 22, and the men turned their faces from thence and went towards Sodom, and Abraham stood yet before the Lord. And of course, the remainder of the chapter, Abraham says, hey, if there's 50 righteous, can you spare it? And God says, I'll spare for 50 righteous. He says, what if there's 45 righteous? Will you spare? I'll spare for 45. What if there's 40? Spare for 40. What if there's 30? I'll spare for 30. What if there's 20? I'll spare for 20. What if there's 10? I'll spare for 10. Now, notice, okay, I want you to pay attention to this. In this chapter, we don't find soul winners. You guys notice that? You would think, in the midst of this whole conversation here, because it's God speaking here, and then Abraham, who's the father of faith, right, who's going to be a blessing to all nations through the gospel, that they would, mobilize some soul winners, that Abraham would be like, hey, why don't we send some preachers of the gospel to go get them saved first so they can, so we can redeem them and help them. Yeah, I don't see that part. And I'm sure it's not even in the Hebrew. There's no talk of winning them to the Lord. And you know what? No one ever addresses that. These people who want to defend the Sodomites by perverting the scriptures, they never bring that up. Soul winners were never sent to Sodom and Gomorrah. There's no soul winning, there's only soul killing. And I don't see anything in here where God is just like, Abraham, you go. You go and win them to the Lord. It's all about just saving the righteous. Rescuing the righteous from the wicked. And obviously the wicked are the men of Sodom. So, this is my proof text to say that that's why we don't have gay ministries here. Amen. Homo ministries to try to reach the sodomite. You know what? God didn't see fit to do it, so I'm not going to do it either.